Hello and welcome to yet another episode of The Social Connection. It's your program about social media, the trends you talked about, the videos you shared, and what new changes social media companies offered its users. I'm Preeti Tiwari and with me is Venkatraman.
Thank you, Preeti, and welcome everyone. In this edition, we will take you through the top trends, latest news, and everything that kept the social media platform busy. But first up, let's take a look at what we have in store for you.
Facebook working on alternative to like button for users.
Pinterest now has 100 million monthly users.
YouTube announces live streaming for Android games.
And now the top stories. After years of questions, Facebook has finally revealed that it is working on an alternative to the like button to allow people to express their feelings on serious posts. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg says the step is to enable users to express empathy, and he said, depending on how the test version goes, the alternative could be rolled out to users more broadly. Have a look at this report.
Facebook Chief Executive Officer Mark Zuckerberg told a town hall meeting at the company's headquarters on Tuesday that the social media site is working on an alternative to the like button to enable users to express empathy. Zuckerberg, responding to a question from a Facebook user in Cairo, said that the new button wouldn't simply be a dislike button, but something more nuanced.
All right, Syed. So from Egypt, I think people have asked about the dislike button for many years, and probably hundreds of people have asked about this. And today is a special day because today is the day where I actually get to say that we're working on it and are very close to shipping a test of it. It took us a while to get here because we didn't want to just build a dislike button because we don't want to turn Facebook into a forum where people are voting up or down on people's posts, right? I mean, that doesn't seem like the kind of community that we want to create. I mean, you don't want to go through the process of sharing some moment that was important to you in your day and then have someone downvote it.
Instead, Zuckerberg said that the new alternative to the iconic thumbs up button that appears next to posts would allow users to express a broader range of emotions about the content on the site, especially when the content being shared was bad news.
Not every moment is a good moment, right? And if you are sharing something that is sad, whether it's something in current events like the refugee crisis that touches you, or if a family member passed away, then it may not feel comfortable to like that post. But your friends and people want to be able to express that they understand and that they relate to you. So I do think that it is important to give people more options than just like, as a quick way to emote and share what they're feeling on a post.
Zuckerberg said that the new option would be tested soon.
To make an interaction that you want to be that simple. But we have an idea. Thank you for all the feedback on this over the years. And we are working on this, and hopefully we will deliver something that needs of our community.
Facebook is the world's largest social network with 1.5 billion users.
Next up, online bookmarking site Pinterest announced it has crossed a major milestone, 100 million monthly active members. The company also said the number of searches on the site has grown 81% in the last year. The disclosure from Pinterest is the first time since its launch in March 2010, and it has discussed the number of users. Here is more in this report.
More than 100 million users are on Pinterest, the online bulletin board style service which allows people to pin images based on their interests. The new milestone underscores the 5-year-old startup's ambitions of evolving from a bookmarking site into a go-to for discovering a range of products. In the past 18 months, Pinterest said it doubled its number of users, with 45% of them coming from outside the United States. Co-founder Ivan Sharp told media persons that most of the users are not just visiting Pinterest once a month, but they are actually discovering something so interesting that they are saving it or are clicking through to the website. He said its 100 million active users, more than 70% of whom are actively engaged. Despite its transformation and growth, the San Francisco-based startup is still catching up to its social competitors. Based on the latest figures, Pinterest remains well behind Facebook-owned app Instagram, also a photo-sharing service which claims some 300 million users. In comparison, Facebook just crossed 1 billion daily active users. The number of new Pinterest pins is now estimated to be more than 1.5 billion per month, according to the company, which is seeing its strongest growth globally, noting that some 45% of users are outside the US market. Pinterest, whose valuation has jumped to $11 billion, employs 500 people and has recently opened offices in Paris, Berlin, Tokyo and Sao Paulo. The number of searches on Pinterest has also grown 81% in the last year. The disclosure from Pinterest is the first time since its launch in March 2010 that it has discussed the number of users. Also, as part of Pinterest's expansion plans, the startup announced in February that it was launching a service to help people cut through the noise when it comes to finding the right iPhone and iPad apps. Applying the same approach, Pinterest uses for other pinned items. App pins let users search for apps and download them directly from the Pinterest app without ever leaving to go to Apple's App Store.
With game streaming being all the rage nowadays, YouTube has announced it will soon enable mobile game streaming from its Android application. This feature will allow players to share gameplay clips and live streams. This service will initially be available in Japan, which is the first Asian country in which YouTube gaming was launched. Take a look at this report.
YouTube has chosen the first day of the Tokyo Game Show to announce that Android gamers will soon be able to live stream their mobile gaming sessions direct to the service. The announcement was made in part due to the ever-rising popularity of mobile gaming in Japan, which is why YouTube also revealed that the country would be the next to receive a version of the YouTube gaming app. The incoming feature will also let users add video and audio commentary via your device's front camera and a headset, and you will be able to record and upload gameplay clips to YouTube from Google Play Games. YouTube gaming head Ryan Wyatt unveiled the feature at the Tokyo Game Show, and Japan will be the first nation to get it. YouTube has high hopes for its YouTube gaming service in general, but is still a minor player next to the Twitch. It faces quite a battle to overthrow it, but focusing on mobile is one way of making YouTube gaming stand out. Twitch has a loyal fan base, a simple and accessible interface, and a proven track record of successfully delivering its users the latest and most popular gaming-related content. However, the app received high marks right out of the gate for its sleek interface, and a lot of additional folks will get to try it when it arrives on Android. As for when that will be, the company just said soon.
That was beautiful.
Well, we are heading for a short commercial break. We'll be back in a while. Stay tuned and keep watching DD News. ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं,
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास,
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
Now the national news channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
Welcome back to Social Connection. You must all be familiar with the top trending topics of the week. But here is a quick wrap of the trends that ruled different social media platforms.
As Prime Minister Narendra Modi's radio program Mann Ki Baat completed a year, he thanked people for the overwhelming response and said, "My Mann Ki Baat has become your Mann Ki Baat in its true sense." On the 12th edition of the radio program, PM raised many issues and took up suggestions given by the people across the country. With festive season approaching, the Prime Minister urged people to buy khadi and handloom. PM also thanked people for giving up LPG subsidies as part of the Give It Up campaign.
एक बार मैंने मन की बात में कहा था, गरीब के घर में चूल्हा जलता है, बच्चे रोते रहते हैं, गरीब माँ, क्या उसे गैस सिलेंडर नहीं मिलना चाहिए? और मैंने संपन्न लोगों से प्रार्थना की थी कि आप सब्सिडी सरेंडर नहीं कर सकते क्या? सोचिए। और मैं आज बड़े आनंद के साथ कहना चाहता हूं कि इस देश के 30 लाख परिवारों ने गैस सिलेंडर की सब्सिडी छोड़ दी है।
Prime Minister also urged people to register as voters and exercise their franchise. In the last edition of the program, the Prime Minister had addressed the farmers, students and teachers and spoken on various issues including declining sex ratio and high rate of casualties in road accidents. This made hashtag Mann Ki Baat one of the trending topic on various social media sites. The first look of the upcoming Bollywood movie Tamasha starring Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone was released this week. The film is directed by Imtiaz Ali and A.R. Rahman has composed the score. The romance drama is scheduled for a November 27th release worldwide. The first look of the movie was much liked and shared and appreciated by the followers online. This was one of the top trending topics on the weekends. Varanasi was one of the most searched and liked topic last week as Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the city to introduce Integrated Power Development Scheme. Varanasi is PM Modi's Lok Sabha constituency where he inaugurated many other development projects. PM Modi said, in the entire country about Rs 45,000 crore will be spent under IPDS. The initiative intends to secure power for all Indian households by the year 2022. Our initiatives on skill development and Mudra Bank are dedicated toward personal sector, which will become the engine of economic growth, the PM added. September 17th marked beginning of annual Hindu festival Ganesh Chaturthi. The images of Lord Ganesha and messages were shared on several social media platforms. The 10-day festival celebrates the birthday of the elephant-headed god Ganesha. The god Ganesha is considered a symbol of good fortune, wisdom, prosperity and wealth. The eco-friendly idols and different flavors of Ganesha were displayed this year also. President, Prime Minister and other personality also greeted people on the occasion. A commemorative exhibition on the Golden Jubilee of the 1965 war is being held at the Rajpath Lawns in New Delhi. The exhibition is an ode to the valor and sacrifice of Indian Armed Forces personnel protecting the borders of the country. President Pranab Mukherjee visited the exhibition on Saturday. The President also paid tributes to the war heroes who laid down their lives in the war. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also visited the exhibits. He met some of the veterans of the 1965 war. The chiefs of the Army, Navy and Air Force were present on the occasion. Shauryanjali trended on Facebook. Rains on weekends in Delhi and some other parts of the country has prompted the Union Health Ministry to issue fresh advisory to the Delhi government to intensify vector control measures in view of the rise in the number of dengue cases. In another development, a person in the national capital succumbed to dengue on Saturday, taking the toll to 21. Haryana and Punjab have also been put on high alert with the rising number of dengue cases. Meanwhile, in Telangana, the number of swine flu cases is going up. Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra are also under the grip of the twin diseases. Moving on, September 30th is the last day to submit the nomination for hashtag 100 Women Initiative, the campaign launched by Union Ministry of Women and Child Development in collaboration with Facebook. Voting will begin on November 7 and the top 200 entries are determined by jury. Here is more in this report.
The last day to submit the nomination of 100 Women Initiative is 30th September. The campaign aims to recognize and acknowledge women who are making a difference in their communities across the country. The 100 Women Initiative was launched in July by the Union Ministry of Women and Child Development in collaboration with Facebook. The 100 Women Initiative involves a contest to select 100 women achievers of India through public nominations via social media. Speaking about the initiative, the Union Minister for Women and Child Development, Menaka Gandhi, said, "We have all had women in our lives who have made a difference, who have changed the course of our own lives, who have left a mark on the entire community and changed it for the better. We don't thank them enough. Here is your chance to honor the women who have made a difference to your community. Log on to the Facebook page of the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Share a video with us on why the women you choose should be honored as India's 100 most impactful women. To submit their nomination, people can visit the Ministry of Women and Child Development Facebook page till September 30, 2015 and complete the nomination form. They will need to submit a photo or video showing the nominee in action in their community. Winners will be announced in December 2015. Voting will begin on 7th November 2015 on the top 200 entries as determined by an esteemed jury. Winners will be invited to join a reception organized by the ministry around Republic Day. Ankhi Das, Director of Public Policy in South and Central Asia at Facebook said, "This is a great opportunity for us to celebrate women who have made a difference in our communities. We are delighted to have this opportunity to celebrate and recognize the women of India." Celebrities like Madhuri Dixit and Mahendra Singh Dhoni have voiced their support for the initiative.
Well, don't go anywhere as we are heading for a short commercial break. We have another lot of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned.
Now the national news channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं।
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास।
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
क्या सोचता है बिहार का युवा? कैसी हो राज्य की नई तस्वीर?
क्या है असल मुद्दे, कैसे होगा विकास? हम पूछेंगे सवाल और जानेंगे बिहार के राज्य के युवाओं का विचार।
मेरे बिहार का मुद्दा है महिला सुरक्षा।
हम सेफ नहीं फील करते हैं अपने आप को, तो हमें सेफ्टी चाहिए।
आखिर इनकी नजर में इनका अपना बिहार कैसा हो?
युवाओं को रोजगार के प्रति वो ज्यादा ध्यान दें। हम ऐसी सरकार चाहते हैं।
बिहार में खास करके शिक्षा सबसे चौपट हो गया है।
धर्म है न जाति, हमारे बिहार का मुद्दा है सिर्फ विकास।
मेरा बिहार। सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Next step on the block is the search engine giant. And if you believe in Google's power to answer your entire question, you should try the new fortune teller by Google Fortune Telling. Users are invited to ask any question that they may have about their future while Google examines old search data. But wait, it isn't that easy to know your future as it seems. Take a look.
Search engine giant Google has launched Google Fortune Telling, a tool that claims to be able to tell you your future. Users are invited to ask any question that they may have about their future while Google examines old search data in an effort to try predicting your future. Interestingly, the questions that prompt are not related to how much I will earn in future or whether I'll be buying that sports car, but include queries about things we, who perhaps have a roof on our heads and a stable job to help feed our family, might overlook. But when users click on Predict My Future, it is taken to a page which tells users that Google Fortune Telling is actually a campaign designed to build awareness on the ongoing migrant crisis in Europe. With questions like, will I be ever reunited with my family? Where can I find a safe place? And will humans ever stop fighting war? The company wants to create awareness about the 60 million migrants who are unsure of their futures and whether they will ever be accepted in the normal world sans discrimination. Further links show the images and videos related to migrants from war-torn Syria and other conflict-ridden areas of Afghanistan, Yemen, Iraq and Libya who have been migrating to Europe in search for a better life.
Well, friends, now it is time to see all the feedback that you sent in on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, this is the end of our show. Continue sending in your feedback, comments as you have been on ddnews.com, @gmail.com, on our Twitter handle, DD News Live, our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel.
We hope that you enjoyed the show as much as we did in presenting it to you. And before we sign off, we leave you with an interesting video. See you again next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Climate change, biodiversity loss, poverty. These are defining challenges of our time, and we face a turning point in how we respond to them. In 2015, negotiations on a new global climate treaty will reach a climax. People around the world are making their voices heard loud and clear about how our leaders should meet the climate threat. They must be bold and ambitious. At the same time, a new generation of development goals designed to advance human well-being and sustain the environment are taking shape. These will expand on the Millennium Development Goals adopted internationally in 2000 in an effort to meet basic human needs. For both of these agendas, business as usual is simply not an option, because time is running out for the planet we all depend on. We need new models for how we conceive of and deliver development and how we deal with a changing climate. Some of these models are already emerging at the grassroots among community-based organizations and indigenous groups. These are the people living on the front lines of the dangers posed by climate change. It is here, at the local level, that many of the most innovative and effective responses are evolving, and this innovation is happening all over the world. Community-based groups are managing nature to deliver sustainable livelihoods, health, education, water, and energy. In the process, they are adapting to and mitigating the effects of climate change. And critically, they are empowering their communities, protecting indigenous rights and territories, preserving their cultures, building their own capacity to plan and achieve sustainable development. This is the power of local action. The Equator Initiative is a United Nations-led partnership that identifies outstanding local and indigenous efforts to reduce poverty, the conservation and sustainable use of nature. Since its inception in 2002, the Equator Prize has been awarded to exceptional community groups from more than 70 countries around the world. They represent a growing movement of inspiring and effective local leadership, advancing sustainable development often in the face of great odds.